And we're back. Would like to play first. This looks fine. We've got an Incinerate into a Shandy. We will keep. I'm not crazy in love with this, but we'll take it. It doesn't do a whole lot against a deck that's taking advantage of powerful stuff. I don't think our deck has a very good game against that anyway, so the guy that hits Channel into Kozilek probably kills us, although we might be able to burn them out. I think there's some advantages to running Burn in Cube. We'll probably get a Steam Vents with this so that we don't have to spend any life on it. I mean, it's essentially the same thing as a Volcanic when it's in play, and then I think just run out the other island depending on what we draw, obviously. There's some argument to playing out the Mutavault instead, but it doesn't make them scared of a counterspell. I wonder how much that matters, like bluffing a counterspell when you don't have one versus just playing something that you could spend mana on. It seems like more often when I bluff something that I don't have, people don't play around it. And then there's the, well, if you'd had Mutavault in play a turn earlier, you could have won the game like 5 times. So maybe we just want to do that. And they're really going to town on those trees. All right. Sorry, our opponent took a little while there, so I paused the recording so you wouldn't have to listen to me ramble. I think what I ended up deciding is that I'm going to play the Mutavault unless I find a compelling reason not to. It's like if we draw a mana drain or a counterspell, I'll play that. If we don't, I'll just get the Mutavault going. If I play this, I can go ahead and make it a 2/2 for 2 now, so there's a compelling reason not to. And like, if we want to, we can just attack with a 4/4 next turn. That doesn't seem too bad to me. And in fact, seems a little bit better now. Especially since I ain't got much else going on. I like that they're chumping. That's probably a good sign. And then we've got Chandra Mutavault shenanigans coming up soon. Hell, we could rip a counterspell and just sit on that plus a burn spell for a little bit. Or we could get bone shredded. That would be unfortunate. Here I guess we probably just Chandra and kill that and hope they don't have a chain type card. Recurring Nightmare would be particularly scary. Probably not going to be able to deal with that, but getting value off of a Chandra +1 is probably okay. I realize they probably don't want to pay the Echo, but why even give them the option? The only negative hits we have on Chandra again are counter spells, so looks like they probably do have a recurring Nightmare of some sort. All right, we're gonna 0 here because we don't really have anything else going on. All right, hitting land is better than not hitting land. Attacking with the Mutavault doesn't really do anything. We got a Burst Lightning kicked at 4, but I don't think I want to try to blow these things up. I think we're just going to sit here for a little bit. I mean, we could do that and burn them for 9 or whatever, but I'm not really sold on that either. Alright, so how does this work? When it enters the battlefield, reveal my hand, exile a card. When it leaves the battlefield, I get the card back. So whichever they don't take, I can burn them with and get back. Sure. I think this is the one where you don't want to do it on the stack. Yeah, because of the way it's worded, I have to let them take a card. If I burn it on the stack, they just get the other one and keep it forever. They're thinking about it. Doesn't really matter. Whatever they don't take, I'm going to burn the dude with the other one. I think. There's not much reason to do it other than we get to keep drawing cards every turn. I like drawing cards. It was not your destiny to deal damage this game, young Giskin. Instead, just stare at them with bug eyes from the graveyard. Is a Mock Sapphire. I like that they played it. I don't see a compelling reason not to burn this and get my Burst Lightning back. Again, if they are going to draw the thing with the stuff, it's going to be bad, but it's going to be really nice to steal that Mock Sapphire. But let's start with a 0, because again, don't have a lot of action going on. I can play Dak, take the Sapphire, and then cast that. I think. So we're playing land. Those for Dak, steal the Sapphire, then cast this, then I'm drawing 2 cards a turn. I like that. I think drawing 2 cards a turn is going to be good for me. And I'll choose the one that draws cards. Beginning of your upkeep, exile the top until the end of the card you can put. Okay, cons! Thanks for the mocks. Again, we've got some negative wombo combos with our draw stuff here. That's not one of them. That Revelark was really scary until I drew exactly Sower of Temptation. And now it's not. It's not even like a little bit scary. Because I can take it and kill it and get my Figure of Destiny back. Like, if it dies, they get 2 creatures with power 2 or less. They'll get these 2 and it'll suck. But if I take it, it's just good. It's just good. I want to take it. I want to take it. Take it. Okay, do I need any more lands? Like, I can plus Dak. We're going to play the Shelldock Isle. I don't think I need to minus Chandra right here. But let's see what we hit here. Ooh, Mana Drain for 1 mana or Mole Drifter for 1 mana. I think I like having the Mana Drain under this. Because they're just not going to see that coming. And it's playable almost now. Here, I tell you what. Bloop. It's now playable. Got one of my combos, we can find the other. Alright, have I done everything I'm supposed to do? I can attack with this, but I can also leave up Electrolyze to cycle end of turn if they don't do anything, so I think I'm okay with that. Cheeky. So tricksy. I've kind of got to leave something up in case they want to do this. Also, if they've got a way to kill my Sower of Temptation, I need to be able to kill this Revelark. When it enters the battlefield, creatures your opponents control get -2/-2 until end of turn. Well, that's the problem. I can't kill the Revelark. So we probably have to be able to combo off next turn. That sucks. I was not expecting Massacre Worm. I was thinking this is going to be great. But it's not. Alright. Alright, we've got a lot of draws to hit the stuff, though. I don't want to kill their Revelark, or they'll just get too much stuff back. So what does Thundermaw do? It taps their guy and hits them for 5. 6, 7... Okay, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I can put them to almost dead this turn. I could also randomly hit the combo and combo off. So this is 5 to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I just draw 2, I guess there's no downside to that. Because if I draw the 2 and hit one of the combo pieces, I can just win. Because the creature gets haste, right? Yeah. So let's just look and see if I hit any of my 2 combo pieces. Okay, those are not any of my 2 combo pieces. So I think that leaves me in a position where we either minus Chandra looking for it, or we just try to kill them with damage. Because they're not going to kill me. Torchfiend isn't really doing much here. So Thundermaw, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thundermaw and Char this turn is 9. Then we're not dead on the Crackback. They're going to Bone Shred the Thundermaw. But take 9 and be at 7. I guess we're still going to be drawing a lot of cards, but not quite enough. I think I need to look for the combo, because that just wins. If I can find it. A Jit might be okay. Might be. Yeah, anything I play here is just going to die, which is kind of sad. I kind of want to leave up the mana drain too. I think we got to go with Zethundamaw. Get in our hit for 5 here. And if they can't kill their own Revelark, I still get to keep these cards. I'm just wondering if keeping mana drain up is better than just accepting that I'm losing both of my Planeswalkers. I kind of don't need them anymore. Like 4 to the face, 2 to me. Alright, let's do the math. If I get in another hit with this, what happens? I'm not going to, because they're going to do that. Unless I Kiki-Jiki it and tap it. Okay, okay. So what if they just hit me for 10? Can I definitely win next turn? Yes, Travis, you can definitely win next turn. But you can anyway. There's just no reason to get greedy. Because all I need to do is resolve Kiki, copy the Thundermaw Hellkite, and they're dead. This way I get to leave up a counterspell. And I don't see any reason not to do that. Because I can do the whole thing and have the counterspell up the entire time. Reclamation Sage, blowing up that. Does that matter? Because I can Kiki 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't need to do anything else. I'll still have the counterspell up, so sure. They can pop either one of these and we don't care. Alright. That is fine. Alright, so you get burst lightning to the face. Still have a counter spell up in case things get risky. Let's have two Thundermaw Hellkites. And let's kill you with them. Roar, Dargans! They're playing a mostly creature removal game, which we can beat, and artifact removal. I guess enchantment removal too. Reclamation Sage is just a good card. You should probably play it in any deck that can play green. I guess they're doing not blue is their color strategy. Feels really safe to be attacking for lethal with a counterspell up. What just happened? Cast Colligan's Command. Targeting Wall of Blossoms. I don't know what you're trying to do here, but no. He's going to try to kill his Revelark with it. That makes sense, because it had already taken 1 damage from this guy, so if he commands it and gets back the Bone Shredder from the trigger, he can kill one of my Hellkites and still be alive. Which makes sense. So it was actually relevant that we had the counterspell and relevant that we didn't counter the Reclamation Sage. So they're doing graveyard value-y shenanigans. It makes our burn spells a little bit worse. It makes something like Olivia actively good, although I don't actually believe we could get her going. Is the downside. Smash to Smithereens, probably good against this opponent. Wheel of Fortune, probably bad. When we go on the draw, I might look at bringing in something like this. I can't believe we've got 2 draw 7s in our sideboard and didn't go for Storm. Like, I don't know how to do Storm properly, so let's not get too fixated on that. However, even if you don't know how to do it properly, if you get the deck handed to you, you can figure it out. I'm not sure that the Jit is actually that legit in this matchup. Although it will get through their stuff eventually. Did I actually end up with enough stuff to flip a Delver for me to consider that reasonable? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's really not quite enough. Like, we've got a lot of non-creature spells, but it takes more than a non-creature spell to flip them. I do like the Torch Fiend. I think I actually don't want to change anything until we go on the play. We can consider the guide. And maybe the Delver and a draw 7 or something. The only thing I'm wondering about is Torch Fiend a worse Smash to Smithereens? And would I rather have that than the Jet? But I don't think so. Because, like, it does kill some of the creatures that they were irritating us with. We're mostly scared of that Revelark. Time Spiral's interesting. It gets rid of their graveyard crap. But again, we're trying to combo here. Let's just focus on that and move along with our life. Combo burn. Combo burn, card advantage, Muldrifter, Kiki, Jet. It's a classic archetype for Cube. Classic archetype. I think I'm going to keep this on the back of Dak because Dak looks pretty good. They're playing multiple signets and things, and we've got a way to burn. Like if they're, we don't know that they're playing mana elves, but if they are, we've got a way to interact with them positively as well. There you go. There's the mana elf I was talking about. And if you have the opportunity to bolt the bird, you bolt the bird. Boink. Presumably, if they think it's a good idea to have mana elves in their deck, we would like them to be dead. Go with the Figure of Destiny plan again. And ideally, they just run out of Signet, we yoinks it, and run them over. That's not what I wanted to happen, but we'll take it. I do need to hit lands. Dak can help me do that. Duck, 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 Vaden. Duck, 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 Vaden. Duck, 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 Vaden. Duck, duck. Yeah, and since we're a combo deck anyway, I think I'm just going to go for Dak here and plus him looking for some lands. I could cycle a Fire and Ice, but I kind of just want to ditch these two and keep the mana drain for next turn. I'm probably Kothing next turn. But we definitely need the land. Yeah, I think I can toss the burn spells here. That feels a little weird. But here we are. This means they basically can't play an artifact. But I can sit and hold until we draw one of our Delver, one of our dudes. Like, this isn't sorcery speed only, is it? No. So I can basically sit and hold here. I think I'm still supposed to activate Dak because, like, I don't need the other Torchfiend, and we would like another land. Yeah, I just don't need these cards right now. So the other land means I can play Kiki. I can end of turn pump this guy to where he can attack, and I can hold up a mana drain. I'm just fine with this. We'll keep looking for our combo. Like, I could jam a Koth and start attacking with it, but if they're not going to do anything and I got a counterspell and a dude I can pump, I don't see why we would bother with that. Like, we could just gain an emblem. You might say he was caught red-handed. This is an opportunity for them to cast something instant speed that I can't counter. God, I don't care. Because if the answer is they're going to kill it, that's kind of alright. Alright, 2 damage and they get their dude back. Alright, you got me. Surprisingly, that was not my main game plan. This is a game plan I'm comfortable with. We're still dacking, because why would you not? God, is it crazy to not want the counterspell now? Well, I don't want Koth. And I guess I don't need the land, because my plan now is to Muldrifter into Kiki. And eventually play something that will kill them. We'll figure out what later. I kind of gotta electrolyze now, don't I? We'll start with Dak. Am I gonna mill myself? I might. We get an emblem next turn, huh? That kind of makes me want to hold up a counterspell this turn. And then electrolyze their stuff and steal it. That's greedy, but I think I'm going to do it. Like, I don't know what they're going to cast here, but we might just be able to take their dudes and then untap with Kiki and do all kinds of crazy stuff. I've never ultimated Dag Faden, and I think it might be fun. Zealous Conscripts. Well, I don't want them to ultimate my Dak, otherwise I'd let them do it so I could take it with Dak and then Kiki it and kill them with it, but that is unfortunately not the world we live in. Oh, come back! I was... Alright. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll see you for the next round.